Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Here for Bitcoin, we now saw this wave 2 reaction to the downside, which we talked about in the previous video. I think I mentioned the $24,000 level as a very realistic pullback for this wave 2. This is exactly where we are now. I think we might drop a little bit lower, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. Overall, yeah, the higher level time frame hasn't changed anyway here. Still the wave 1-2, the wave 1-2, and the wave 1-2. And we would now be in a wave 3 here in yellow, belonging to the last 1-2 setup. Afterwards, we should see a wave 4 in yellow and a wave 5 in yellow. That will then finish off the wave 3 of the higher level degree. Yeah. And then there should be a wave 4 and a wave 5 of that, which should finish off the wave 3 in pink, the highest degree that we see here. So at the moment, again, Bitcoin adhering very nicely here to the bullish wave count. As you might know, my forecast is, or I'm leaning towards the bullish scenario, a breakout scenario that would suggest we are not going to see another lower low below 17.6k. I give that bullish scenario at the moment a 60% probability. We need to understand we are still very, very early days in a possible uptrend. Bitcoin is still weaker than, for example, Ethereum. At least it hasn't broken out yet. It's coiling up though. And if this is in the end really going to play out bullish, it will be supercharged, because we see here a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setup. Here another one now. And this just means that these waves all have to play out to the upside, which means it will increase the strength of the breakout. At the moment, I wouldn't call this a breakout yet. This is still a coiling up, but with carefully making higher highs and higher lows. It has broken out of this so-called bear flag. Of course, there are always different ways of drawing it. I could also draw this very easily now as an ascending wedge. That's possible as well. So I've got here, I make these lines in a different color. By here, a blue line, and here another blue line. Yeah, I could without a problem draw this as an ascending wedge. So that's something we need to be aware of, definitely. But based on the Elliott waves and based on what the price is doing here and what other cryptos have done already, we can be quite optimistic about a breakout, or at least let's say carefully optimistic, because the chart still includes the possibility of a lower low. So I don't want to rule it out. So just when you are trading in this market at the moment, then be aware this can happen. Okay, but where are we now imminently? So in the last video, I told you I actually expected here the wave 1 peak originally. Then I moved it to here. It doesn't really make a great difference. And then I told you in the last video, we can now expect a wave 2 pullback, which is what we are seeing now. Let's take a look at the Fibonacci retracements. And yeah, we talked about the 24k level. That was the 38.2% Fib level. We are just below that now. We also touched the 50% Fib level, which is also just the level where we see here the ascending trend line of this bear flag. So we did hold support there. And yeah, at some point we now need to be on high alert, basically, that this wave 2 could be finished, because we have reached those Fib levels which are ideal for a wave 2, and we can now look at moving up in a wave 3. I just said I think we're going to go a bit lower, and I'm going to talk about that as well. Let's say we go up from here, because this is certainly possible. I mean, there's nothing guaranteed in these markets, but if we go up now, the target for the wave 3 already, that would be higher than originally anticipated, because if the wave 2 is moving, then the target for the wave 3 is going to move as well. Here we can now look at a wave 3 in green of 27,400. Now that can only give you a feeling for where the wave 3 in yellow needs to be, that higher level yellow wave 3, and the wave 3 in pink. I think that should take us all above $30,000, to be honest, if this is really going to play out like that. And yeah, why would I think it's going to go a little bit lower? It just has to do with the subdivisions here. I mean, to count this as a 3-wave move, we need to see a few things fulfilled here. And I think when we do this as the wave 2 is an ABC wave, yeah, ABC. So this would be a wave A in my opinion. We can go to the lower level. Again, we're doing micro counting here, so they can get invalidated easily. But still trying to make sense of the movements here. A, B, and the C. Now, one possible target, or one likely, I mean, there's always different ways of calculating these targets. Yeah, one is just by using the Fib retracements of the wave 1 here into the wave 2. Another way is, for example, to calculate the length of the wave A and basically look for the projection target between wave A and wave A and C. And the projection target gives you the 1-to-1 ratio, which would take us to 23,500. Next target would be the 1.618 extension at 23,000 US dollars. Now, saying that 23,500 is realistic for wave 2, if, however, we are holding this ascending trend line, and it's absolutely a possibility that we only see a short wave C here, then we are going to go higher straight away. So we have already reached the 50% Fib retracement that is for a wave 2 sufficient. So I wouldn't try to short anything here or anything, because there isn't a lot of downside potential, at least not based on this wave count. Yeah. Of course, a wave 2 can go theoretically all the way down to here 22,600. Yeah, that's possible. But how realistic is it that it's then still a wave 2? So at the moment, as long as this ascending trend line is holding, and I would say as long as the 22,940, the 1.618 is holding, we can focus on higher. Okay, so these are sort of the targets that we can look at. But yeah, I think this could already be over based on the ascending trend line and based on the situation that when we can draw a channel here again, we can see that this has actually been broken. So be aware that the wave 2 is getting to its end, at least according to this wave count. And then a really good indication, however, that wave 2 is ended. So first of all, we broke out of the channel yet. Well, we don't see additional volume yet, but a really good indication would be a move above this wave B high, which is at 24,346. Yeah, that's always a good indication that the wave 2 is over if you move above the wave B high. Yeah, and that's currently what we're looking at here for Bitcoin. So far working out here with a bullish wave count. Also the reaction to the downside we talked about in last video yesterday is how is playing out. And from now we can at any point here expect a wave 3 to the upside. I mean, on the 1 hour chart here, we can already see the bullish crossover on the MACD happening. Yeah, if this now moves over to the 4 hour chart, we could see this play. Oh, this is 30 minutes, so a 30-minute chart. On the 1 hour, yeah, we are going to see possibly here bullish crossover happen. If this is playing out, then yeah, it could have that positive impact on the price, and we could indeed see the wave 3 start. We're also just before making here bullish crossover on the RSI, a break above this yellow line that could also push the price then alongside a little bit higher to fuel this wave 3 rally, which should be happening based on this wave count. Now, as I said, a move above the wave B high would be good, and then the next target for the bulls will be that $24,900 level, the breakout point for the wave 3 above the wave 1 in green. Alright, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership and also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.